What is up, everybody? It is your boy Slumpestein. I'm coming at you guys with a new video. We're going to be talking about Super Mario Sunshine. Obviously, this is part of the Super Mario 3D All-Stars compilation of games. I'm just going to give you guys my thoughts, concerns, things that I liked about it. Does it hold up almost 20 years later? Did I enjoy it? Let's check it out. Alright, so Super Mario Sunshine obviously came out on the Nintendo GameCube, and it was a very early Nintendo GameCube game, and I did play it when it first came out, and back then, I enjoyed it. You know, I have very fond memories of running around as Mario with FLUDD on your back and, you know, squirting water and all this other type of stuff. But, you know, and I was actually really excited to revisit this game. It was one of the games I was most excited about on the whole compilation because it's a game that I don't have. I don't have a copy for GameCube, as a lot of people know. That game sells for a lot. But other than that, you know, I just haven't played it since it first came out, and I would just want to see how it held up. Going back and revisiting it, there are a lot of things that plague this game. First of all, let's get the stuff out of the way first. I'm gonna be front facing with you. This is a good game, but it is the worst Mario game ever made. We'll just put that out there. And I'm not talking about any like garbage titles that were developed by other people or anything like that, or you know, any education games like that. I'm talking about Mario platformers developed by Nintendo. This is the worst one, and I'll tell you why. The platforming aspect of this game is not very good. It's not responsive. It's very loose. If you, I don't know if you know where I'm coming from when I say loose, but it's not very responsive. There's a lot. It feels slippery. There's something about it. It just isn't. It isn't great. Honestly, if I were to think about this game, the worst parts of this game is when Shadow Mario steals FLUDD off your back, because at that point you're left to only platform. So within every world. So let's preface it by this. This isn't going to be a very structured review. This is just going to be me spitballing off the top of the dome. So this game is broken into, I want to say it's 7 worlds. I may be wrong. I believe it's 7 worlds though. And within those 7 worlds, you have obviously a bunch of shines, stars, whatever you want to call them. They're shines, but I always say stars because I like that better. But you know, you have a collection of stars. It's like any other Mario game, Mario 64, Mario Galaxy, blah blah blah. And in order to complete the world, you have to get to the 7th mission in every level. That is a Shadow Mario level, and you know, you take them down and blah blah blah. Within those 7 missions, you have this mission that most of the time there's a mission where they take FLUDD off your back and you have to platform. They put you in this kind of level thing, and you have to go through obstacles to get to where you need to go. Those are the worst missions in the game. Those are the points in the game where I almost stopped playing, because those points of the game, they're not fun. That's first thing. They're not responsive. That's the second thing. And it doesn't feel like Mario. You know, when you're thinking about a Mario 64 or a Mario Galaxy or a Mario Odyssey or any of the 3D Mario titles, and what it feels like, this game doesn't feel like any of them. If anything, this game doesn't even feel like it was, when you're talking about just the strict platforming of the game, it doesn't feel like it was developed by Nintendo. And that's crazy to me. But yeah. But when you have FLUDD on your back, it's actually pretty damn fun. It's a different gameplay wrinkle, you know, and it's a different way to move around. Just like in Mario Odyssey, you had Cappy, you know, it's just a different way to maneuver the world. I don't think that they took advantage of the world that was present in Mario Sunshine as good as they could have, which is, Delfino Square. But I still enjoyed that aspect of it. Everything apart from the platforming in this game, in those few levels I'm talking about, I enjoyed. Actually, everything is a strong word. Now let's talk about another thing that I disliked. The feeling of this game, it was too puzzly. I'll explain what I mean by that. There's too many points where you're trying to figure out a puzzle, and I don't have a problem with puzzles, but when I'm playing a Mario game, it throws me off. It's not what I'm expecting. Every single thing is like puzzly. I'm solving a puzzle. It's not like I like more of a just a platform game. A point A to point B, or I have to go do this and complete this mission to defeat this, or I have to go collect this, and I don't want puzzles in my Mario games. And if there are puzzles, I want them to be kept to a minimum. This game relied so much on that, I feel like, and it felt off. It didn't feel like it fit. It was a lot. You could tell that this game was a lot of experimentation. A lot of the stuff in this game, it didn't feel like it did belong there. It just feel like, oh, let's throw that in there. Let's see how that works. Let's take that, sprinkle a little bit of that. They're just salt baying everything into this game, and some of it sticks and some of it doesn't. That's another thing that really bothered me at the end of the day. Now let's talk about a good thing. Let's talk about a good point, something I did enjoy. And I'll try to keep this fairly short, but let's talk about something I did enjoy. I enjoyed the boss battles. All the boss battles in the game were amazing to me. I loved using FLUDD to figure out how to beat the boss, and once I figured out how to beat the boss, it was very enjoyable. I will say that the last boss was kind of easy, but at the same time, Mario games last bosses aren't always really that challenging. But like I said, I really enjoyed the boss battles. The boss battles were amazing. So it feels. I'm trying to think back to some of the other Mario games. I can't remember how many shines are in this game. I believe there's 120. I may be wrong. I don't know. You only have, you are only required to collect 50 of them. Okay, so you only have to get 50 shines to actually complete the game. Like I said, you have the 7 worlds. You get 7. If you beat 7 missions at every one of those worlds, you go to the last dungeon, and then you beat that, and you're done. So, it just felt like it makes the game kind of short, and I'm not complaining about that, but it's felt a little weird. I will say this: while I did enjoy some of my time with Mario Sunshine, towards the end I wanted it to be done. I wanted it to be over. I didn't want to play the game anymore, and that is for the simple fact of the platforming for this game really ruined it for me. Those platforming levels I'm talking about really ruined it for me. Like the controlling of those aspects of the games, and since they were all required, it really bothered me. I didn't like them. Maybe some people liked them, to each their own. Me personally, I did not like them at all. Okay, so that it really, for probably like the last 2-3 hours of the game, I really wanted it to be done. Doesn't mean that I still didn't have fun at certain parts of the game, but I wanted to reach the end. And that's not something that I've ever experienced with any Mario game, and that's why I'm considering it the worst, in my opinion, the worst Mario game ever made. Doesn't mean that it's a bad game, because it is a good game, but it's the worst Mario game ever made, easily for me. And if I had to give it a score, I'd probably give it an 8, 7.5 or an 8, depending on what day it is. 7.5 or an 8. Will I ever hop back into that game and collect shines? No, I won't. So like I said, for me personally, the game has no replay value. It's very nostalgic for me. It holds a very dear place in my heart. But at the end of the day, It is the worst Mario game ever made, but it's still a good game. And I feel like we say that sometimes with Nintendo games, like a Zelda game, you'll be like, man, it's the worst Zelda game ever made. But that game's probably still awesome. I won't say this game is awesome, but it is good. So like I said, 7.5 or 8 out of 10. That's what I would give it. It's a good game. I would definitely recommend that you check it out just to see if you like it, because this is a lot of people's cup of tea. Some people think that this is the best Mario game ever made. I don't see where you get that from, but some people think that. I don't think it. To each their own. If you like this type of review, more just off the top of the dome, not as structured as some of my past reviews, let me know down in the comments below. Let me know if you like Mario Sunshine, and let me know if you don't. And let me know if you are digging the Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection, because I am loving it. I've put a lot of hours into it this far. I just started up Galaxy, and I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. And I plan on beating that. I'll probably play it a little bit on stream. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can get notified whenever I do put up new content, whenever I do go live, so that you don't miss out on anything at all. Until the next time.